on the road. We received some unfortunate news today that 3 peninsula cooters actually came in over to Back to Nature, and we just picked up those from them. All 3 females, potentially gravid. We know 2 definitely are. We'll do some x-rays a little later. But the person who found them also saw 3 others in the exact same area that were dead. So we're going to go investigate that site and see if there's any other females that might have eggs, and we're also going to investigate to see if there's any other reason that they may have been leaving the water all at the same time and in such a small area, and that it isn't something that might be related to disease or a virus. So there's a lake here, so it makes sense that these females would move from there and try to cross the roadway to get over to drier ground for nesting. So that does make sense. Just quickly investigated some parts there of what was left of one that was hit, but definitely not something that was fresh. So we're going to continue down and see where these guys are. Wait, that's a very large female right there. Hold on, we gotta turn around. All right, investigating this one. Again, doesn't necessarily look fresh. I will try to avoid anything graphic here. Okay, yep, that's one there. That one's fairly fresh. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it this way so it's less graphic. Okay, so this was another one that was found, and I can feel that there is actually still eggs, and this one was hit just this morning, so there's potential of saving the eggs. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one back so that I can go ahead and retrieve eggs and hopefully save the babies. I think what's going on here isn't necessarily anything that's viral or disease related. I think it's that the temperatures changed and the season changed, and it was just the right time for all these females to be moving out, and they have to cross this road to get into this area, these areas all down the lake. And unfortunately that's just putting them in danger of getting hit. And then this one, like you just saw, was up against a curb, and they don't just jump curbs. You know, they have to try to get over them, and then a lot of times they can't, and they just bang alongside of it until they get into a road, or they turn around and then they get hit. So it's just, they're constantly vulnerable with these situations. So unless people are really looking out for them and taking the time to stop and help, they're just going to keep getting hit. So, all right, that's it. 14 eggs from the one female that you see me pick up from alongside the road and put in the back of the truck. She was already deceased, but these are beautiful, healthy eggs, so I'm going to get them cleaned up and put in the incubator, and hopefully 14 babies will survive despite the fact that mom unfortunately did not. Now that we have the eggs in incubation from the other 2 females that passed away, we're going to go ahead and move on to x-ray. So this is one of the less injured, I guess you could say, of the group of the peninsula cooters. She does have fragments here, let's turn this light on, of the undercarriage of a car, and that protective undercarriage basically got lodged in her back. So I'm just making sure that her lungs are okay. So we're going to do a side view here, x-ray, and see that nothing's lodged in there. Alright, let's see what we get over here. Okay, we can see the fracture, but the lungs look okay, so it doesn't look like it penetrated. Plastic pieces aren't going to show up so much on x-ray as if it was like a metal shard. So but I'm not seeing that anything's compromised, so we'll be able to safely remove those fragments. Female here, I just quickly did another x-ray so we could check for eggs, and you can see that there are eggs present in this female. So that's exactly what all these animals were doing. They're all female peninsula cooters who are leaving the lake, finding a place to lay eggs, and so this one also has eggs. We're going to go ahead and do x-rays of the next one now and see if she has any eggs. She does have a spinal injury. I can see that from the outside, but we'll show those x-rays here in just a moment. Well, she literally weighs 17 pounds. She's probably like 30 years old. It's just crazy, and it's really sad because not only does she have a spinal fracture and then all these other multiple fractures, but she also has a lung tear, so she's gonna have to be euthanized. but we will recover all of these eggs. I can't even count how many's in there. There's got to be more than 20, but on both sides. So she is full of eggs. It's really sad, but at the same time, at least we get a chance to try to save her babies. Okay, well that wraps up this vlog. As you can see, she's all bandaged up. Unfortunately, she'll be only one of all 4 as survivors, but at least everyone else's eggs will have a chance, and so will hers. All right, little lady. Hopefully this wasn't too graphic for everyone.